Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Styles here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a terminal gameplay, obviously playing free-for-all yet again. As you can see, I joined this match a little bit late. I'm about 5 kills behind to start, but as you can tell by the end of this, you're going to have a pretty positive outcome, and it's probably due to this class setup that I'm using. And again, we will be talking about this class setup for the majority of the video. I just wanted to quickly preface by saying thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell and the notifications as well. Alright, now I'm going to stop sounding like every other fucking YouTuber. Let's get into the class setup. So with today's video, we're talking about using a Striker 9 here. Now, I do feel, as somebody that's almost done with getting every gun priceless at this point, I'm almost done with all the diamond camos, and I'm about to unlock priceless. I really genuinely think with all the SMGs that I've used so far, I think as far as balance goes, this is probably the overall pick, just because I feel this gun is great at just about everything. It's good at medium range, it's good at short range, it's quick enough, it reloads quick enough. Every attribute of it, it's not lacking in any department. Like, I've used some of the other SMGs, and what I felt is that, you know, this might ADS way faster than the Striker 9, even the regular Striker. I feel it ADS is faster, but then it lacks with how much damage it has in medium and long range. Or if I'm using maybe even the other SMGs, again, same thing, like, you know, one of them might have better damage mid to long range, but it just doesn't ADS fast enough. I think that the Striker 9 overall is just a really nice round pick. It covers all your bases in a gunfight, and the attachments that I have here are really going to be able to extend all the characteristics about this gun without really necessarily breaking its natural attributes. The first attachment that I'm going to be using is the barrel. It's going to be the Striker Recon long barrel. The main benefit here is it's just going to increase that bullet velocity for the range when you're in a gunfight that's on that medium to long range side. I don't recommend taking a sniper on, I don't recommend taking a marksman rifle on, but you can beat most ARs with this class setup. The second thing that's going to pair well with that is the Muzzel, is the Wrathguard Compensator S. Again, that Muzzel, I think, single-handedly is probably the best attachment on this class setup, just because it has no recoil. This gun literally feels like the ICR from Black Ops 3, and that's been the comparison that I've felt when I've been using this. I understand that that was an AR, but the ICR, if you put like fast mags, stock, and like quick draw or something like that, back when it was a pick 10 system, you can almost make the ICR play like an SMG, and this, I almost feel like you're taking an SMG and playing it like an AR. In order to help you in those longer range gunfights, you do need some sort of ammunition attachment. So for me, I'm using the 9mm Frangibles. I know that people use high grain rounds as well. I've just noticed that for specifically damage on players, I feel that the Frangible rounds are definitely the best ones to use. Optic, it's an essential to use the Mark III Reflector if you're to use an optic. I don't know anyone that's using any other optics. I think that's overall just been the best pick for most people. If you're able, I'm just going to say this, if you're able to run iron sights in this game, I commend you dearly, because I personally cannot run iron sights in this game. I hate every single gun's natural iron sights. I've used almost every gun in the game at this point, minus like the launchers, I think, and I hate all of the iron sights on every single gun in this game. So if you're able to use iron sights, the only adjustment to this class setup, if you want a little bit quicker speed or you want it to feel a little bit faster, would be swapping out the optic maybe for like an underbarrel, and it could probably be whatever one of your choice, and it's just going to enhance the rest of the attachments that are on the gun already. The last piece, which I think is essential for this class setup, is the stock. I'm using the Lachmann Recon series stock, and the benefit to that one is it's acting as a stock and a rear grip simultaneously. It's one of those where you put the stock on, then you're not able to put a rear grip, and vice versa. There's other attachments on other SMGs where you put the rear grip on and you're not able to use the stock. That is where all your mobility is from, and I really feel that the gun is fast enough to be able to hang in like shipment, rust, and meat. But I also think that, you know, you're able to outperform a lot of the ARs in medium to long range because you are just that hair bit quicker. So the main thing that I would say that this class is the best at is just balance. Obviously it has no recoil, but the main thing is just balance. You're able to take on a variety of gunfights with this gun comfortably. Like, you're not sacrificing one attribute for another like I feel with some of the other ARs and SMGs. There's some of them that have higher damage, but you're sacrificing reload time, or you're sacrificing ADS speed, or you're sacrificing magazine size. Like, you're sacrificing something with all the other attachments and guns that I've tried so far. Genuinely, this Striker 9 setup feels beautiful. It really reminds me of some old school COD. It plays really well. I would say it probably plays similar to the Vaznev from Modern Warfare 2 if I'm to make a more recent comparison. If I were to make an older comparison, like I said, the ICR from Black Ops 3. I will say there are a couple of downsides to this. Like I previously mentioned, the only thing I could see to benefit this class a bit more, if you're able to use iron sights, definitely make sure you swap on an underbarrel that increases. Probably ADS speed is the one thing I would say is lacking here. But again, I still think as a sub, it's fast enough to be able to get through. Something else that I noticed is that, you know, on core specifically, if you're playing hardcore, you're not going to run into this issue, but you could argue that extended mags might be an option too, because I feel for me with an SMG, it takes me, I'd say, in between 10 to 15 bullets to get a kill, maybe a little more. And if that's the case and you're trying to go for multi-kills, or you're playing shipment, or you're getting kicked in the nuts by this little guy, I didn't even know that was in the game, by the way. That completely threw me off this match. But again, back to what I was saying. So if you're trying to get into like a gunfight medium to long range, and then there's multiple kills happening as well, the issue that I've noticed is that you just don't have enough ammo. So maybe magazine size could be another thing you could swap out as well. But again, that's going to slow your reload speed down, which again I think is another fault to this class. I do think that the reload speed, not having a fast mags or not having anything that increases the reload speed, I could argue that's something that could be a little bit quicker as well. But I do think overall that the reload speed on any SMG is fine. There's other attributes that you need to be enhancing more, and again, like I said, mobility, long range, damage. The final aspect to it too is basically just try this class out, man. Like, it doesn't have to be your #1 pick for a class setup, because the beautiful thing that I've noticed in this game is a lot of folks are using different classes and different guns with different attachments, and everyone's still frying. So what that tells me is that the weapon balancing, I know a lot of people shit on this game, but the weapon balancing is actually pretty good. That's probably one of the small things that this game does not get enough credit for, is by being able to actually allow multiple guns to all be usable and not feel over or underpowered. But overall, yeah, give the Striker class a try. I highly recommend this probably in domination and hardpoint, something where you're going to be going towards a specific objective and getting more. I would actually say Kill Confirmed too. Kill Confirmed in previous Call of Duties has tended to be a very campy game mode. In this game, I've noticed a lot more people rush around and a lot more people are staying close quarters. So I'd say for those 3 game modes, you're probably going to be fine. Again, if you're playing hardcore, you're just going to rip even more, and you have more ammunition to your disposal because you don't need as many bullets to kill. But overall, I really think that this whole class setup is very well balanced. It has no recoil, you're able to fight mid to long range, you can reload fast enough to get into the next gunfight. The only thing I'd say it's probably has a weak spot in is, like I said, getting multi-kills on small maps, but outside of that, you're pretty much good to go. So give this class a try if you haven't, and thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.